little CNC update. Because I have an awesome father-in-law, I got a new table. Yeah, it's incredibly nice. Here's the old table with all my clamp T-nuts, right? And that one was 1.5 inches thick. This one is a strong 3/8, and so I gained 1 1/8 inches of Z, which is incredibly cool. It should be a lot nicer to get my dust collection clipped on. I kind of had to wiggle it under the bit. There's just a lot more room, and I have room for my new drill press vise that will clamp there, so I can do little stuff, and I just have another way of clamping stuff, so that's awesome. So I laid out, started laying out everywhere I gotta drill holes. Red lines are the frame underneath, and then these green marks, these are going to be mounting holes to screw the aluminum down to the deck or to the frame. And then all of these marks, these are all clamp holes, 140 of them that I've got to drill and tap, and I'm going back and forth on whether I should let the machine drill at least the ones the machine can get to, and then I'll do the other ones by hand, or if it's worth putting it in a drill press with a fence, where I can slide it and then do it and trying to keep them in a row. It's a crap load of holes. It's like 200 some odd holes I got to do total. It's gonna be so worth it though. And then this is this purple line, or this blue line, is the extent that the machine can mill, and I'm getting incredibly excited to, after I get everything down, to go ahead and mill that flat and get that gorgeous milled spiral. That's going to be awesome. I'm going to use like an incredibly tiny bit and just let it go all day long. Just pocketing that. It's going to be gorgeous. All right. Solved my oil problem. I found this oiler on eBay. It's like $20 and it's awesome. It has a little window there and this needle valve. There's a on-off switch, and then you can adjust this little needle valve, and it drips right there, and there's a little window so you can actually see the drips, which is cool. And then I've got this hose that comes out of there, and then here's my air nozzle, right? So this is my compressed air blowing, okay? And then I took this extra nozzle I had, I drilled it, and I ran this nylon barbed fitting in there, and then a little bit of fiberglass tape and some JB Weld to hold that together. But then I ran a, oddly enough, I thought it was going to be like the Venturi effect, like air was going to blow and it was going to create a vacuum in the tube. It actually didn't. Even with the angle like this, it actually blew air into the oil. So I took a little piece of brass tube and I sleeved it. Oh, I don't know if you can see in there. Let's see if I get up to the light. I sleeved it. There's the brass tube right in there. It goes in, and it goes all the way to the bottom, and I cut it at an angle, and that actually does the whole Venturi effect. A drop kind of rolls down, and it hits that and goes poof, and then the air catches it and just atomizes it. So that hangs out there and blows on my bit when I'm cutting aluminum, and then I can set as fast a drip or as slow a drip as I want, and it's just enough lube to keep the bit wet, and so crap doesn't stick to it. And because especially with the little 1/8 inch bits, like the 4 flute 1/8 inch bits, which probably should be 2 flute doing aluminum, they just are, the aluminum just wants to cake right to them, and then they don't cut, they just push and break. So a little bit of oil is going to be awesome. Now that I got this fancy schmancy machine, I got to rebuild this router clamp too. It's incredibly stiff and it works really well, and I'm very happy with it, and it's great, but I think I can make it better. Some gussets here, and just beef it up a little bit. Also, maybe not MDF with oil spraying around here and there. So Bada boom, bada bing. I got me a brand new table, and I'm so super happy with it. And oh, it's 6061, by the way, if anyone's curious. And there you go. Ding! Oh, sorry. Here's ding! There's an extra ting. I missed one in the last video. Okay.